Hi and welcome to IndigoStarfire. My name is Bevin, and in this video I'm going to be doing channeled messages from your person. There are 4 groups to choose from. Group 1 is the green Calcite. Group 2 is the Amethyst heart. Group 3 is the Angelite. And group 4 is the flower Agate star. So if you want to take a moment to center, focus on your breathing, and feel whichever group, maybe multiple groups or perhaps all of the groups that you're most drawn to. I'll give you a minute to make your selection and then we'll get right into it. And there are timestamps in the description box of the video for each group if you would like to jump ahead. Hi, Group 1. You chose the green Calcite. So I'm just going to be using oracle cards for this reading. I'm going to pull some oracle cards and use those as the structure, the framework for the channeling, and then I will dig into the deeper energies surrounding those. So what does your person want you to know from their higher self at this time? Okay, we have abundance, protection, kindred spirits, centering, expression, and patience. I feel like you were made especially for me in so many little ways that make me smile and are so frustrating. You are the perfect complement. I can't hide from you for very long, and I know that I've been playing games with expressing fully how I feel, the overwhelming joy and the sense of familiarity that you represent. There are moments when we are exchanging energy and words that I can feel so deeply into your thoughts and into your expressions that conversation is useless. What's the need when I can feel you so deeply beyond words? On more than one occasion, you have spoken aloud thoughts that have been running through my mind, and I have felt so exposed and so self-conscious, and yet so safe in your presence. You are more than an archetype to me. You defy every expectation and notion that I have had of romance up to this point in time. The dance we are doing is so subtle that to the untrained eye, it would almost look like child's play. Beyond the borders of the superficial energy I try to show you, the ways in which I hold myself back and try to keep the focus on material matters, I know that you can sense the ocean of love that I hold for you within. I am not afraid of this feeling, and yet I don't know quite how to approach and to describe the pure wonder that you are, the way you glow even in your darkest moments, and the ways in which I long to hold your hand, entwine my fingers with yours, and know with certainty that we are the match for each other, inside and out. You fill me with such hope for what the future may bring, that I am scarcely bothered in the same ways that I once was, at all the obstructions that stand in the way of me living my best life. With you, I dare to dream again, and that's no small feat. I have been going through the motions, feeling so lonely in this life, until I encountered you and discovered what I had always suspected within, but had no proof of before, that there was another like me out there, that I hadn't come here alone, that I wasn't destined to just be a paper cutout of a real person, that somewhere, with someone, I could become fully formed in all the subtleties and nuances that make up who I am. Though there is still so much which we are to discover about one another, for the first time in my life, I feel sheltered and comfortable, revealing my deepest truths and secrets to you. I don't want to rush forward and risk overwhelming you or losing even a moment of the precious memories we are gradually building with one another. So I am tempering myself. I am holding back. You are right in that assumption. I want to pour forth to you, and yet I am measured in my words and in how much I give. I know it might be silly or even a bit unfair. It may feel like I'm taunting you, but in some way this mystery, which I am drawing out between us, seems to only add to the enticement for me, and I hope for you, of the day when we are finally free to know each other completely, and to look back on these times where there was still so much yet to be revealed with a sense of gratitude that we took our time unfolding into one another. Please never worry if my gaze is turned away from you for a moment or longer. You have captured my heart, and there is no other who could reach that depth inside of me the way that you have. You represent a source of joy that I am enamored by, and I keep you close within me, and I promise to always return home to you, so that it's not just thoughts and inclinations, but proof that you are given, that I cherish you, and I cherish us, and all of this becoming. Because in the end, it's you and me. It's always been meant to be us. So those are your messages. I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got N, L, O, U, J, R, A, T, Q, F, X, and D. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of pick-a-cards and general energy readings related to subjects such as spirituality, ascension, wellness, and self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support there, as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 2. You chose the Amethyst Heart. So I'm just going to be using oracle cards for this reading, so I'll pull some oracle cards and use those as the structure and framework for the channeling, and then I'll dig into the deeper energies surrounding that. So what does your person want you to know right now from their higher self? Okay, we've got balance, awakening, thought, protection, discernment, and union. I panicked. I lost my footing, and I canceled out the magic that we had been building with one another. I feel so foolish for losing faith and for taking my eye off the prize, which is you, just for a moment. That's all it took. And now I find myself in this distant land, wondering how I managed to wander so far away from you. I wonder if this is a bad dream. I pray that I can just open my eyes and find you there. And all the fear and all the doubt and the second guessing that has created these complications between us will be a thing of the past. I'd like to think that we could pick right up where we left off, but I know it's a little more complicated than that. I can tell you are wary of me now. There's a guardedness within you that I don't need eyes to see. I feel you so close to me, and I can sense and know somehow, in a way that defies logic and reason, just what spectrum on the polarities of all those beautiful and complicated emotions that you hold inside, that you are standing on. Coldness is greeted with coldness. And I don't know if you mean that to be the case, but it's how it is. And I don't want you to blame yourself for me remaining at a distance, thinking that somehow you should be more inviting, more yielding, that you should reach out even more for me than you already have, that the space you're allowing is still not enough and you must create more vacancy within yourself in order to coax me back home. No, it's quite the opposite of that. You're doing everything right. There's not a thing wrong with you. In fact, the vibration that you hold, at one point in time, I thought it was just too perfect. And it was me who fumbled in this situation. And it is you who has carried on, who has tried to come to a place of peace within. And it is not the mirror for what I hold inside, and that is why I perceive you in this way. We are not a vibrational match at this point in time, and it is I who must raise my frequency. There is nothing about you that should be dimmed, now or ever, in order to make this thing work. There's not a day that doesn't go by when I don't think of you. I was dreaming of you almost nightly, but even that has waned. And what has taken its place are these various images of people and places from the past where I was made to feel small. There's a fearfulness that is manifesting itself in various forms. And I cry out and I wish for those sweet and pleasant dreams of you and I. And I am only greeted with a sense of discomfort almost nightly now. And I know there's a deeper message to all of this. Somewhere on the other side of these nebulous shadows will be that opening to raising my frequency at a place of courage so that I can restore harmony between us once again. But I keep backing down. I keep getting distracted. I am pulled in so many different directions, and I just want to shut my eyes to the whole thing. And yet when I do, I see you there as plain as day inside of me. And I am haunted by you, my companion. You are everywhere that I am. And I'm trying to find a solution to all of this. Something rational, something reasonable. And a part of me knows I have to throw even those descriptors out the window in order to be transported to the place where maybe something else between us is possible. You keep doing you. You're doing a beautiful job of that. And please don't make it easy on me when I come crawling back. I need tough love more than anything else from you. Emphasis on love, but in a way that demonstrates you know your worth and that the task is clear to me as well, to honor and reciprocate that in kind. I think every day about reaching out to you. But again, all I feel I have to give right now would be more trouble to your precious mind and chaos that would rock the beautiful progress that you have been making along your journey. So those are your messages. I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got P, F, J, V, Q, E, X, L, N, and H. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of pick-a-cards and general energy readings related to subjects such as spirituality, ascension, wellness, and self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support there as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 3. You chose the Angelite. So I'm just going to be using oracle cards for this reading, so I'll pull a few of those to use as the structure and framework for the channeling, and then I will dig into the deeper energies surrounding that. So what does your person want you to know right now from their higher self? today we have faith, beauty, divine timing, freedom, shadow self, and discernment. If I knew then what I know now, I'd like to think that I would have made different choices as far as you and I were concerned. I held on to excuses, and I took the coward's way out in this circumstance. You were an open door, a gift, a prayer that had been long awaited to deliver me from the doldrums of my existence. And I hesitated, and I second-guessed you and your motives, when it is I who is so unclear within. I pushed you away, and I projected upon you fears that I wasn't prepared to look at within me. And I really messed the situation up. I feel that time is running out to correct this situation. And that is mainly because I hesitate taking that first step away from what is known and predictable in the direction of finding myself for real this time. I know that I need to trust the process, and I can feel you mastering the urge to be impatient and resentful. What you are cultivating within is a signpost for me of the vibration I need to be at in order to move through the necessary darkness in which I will discover the light inside that can help me see my way home to you, to what we might become, to a different kind of life, one that reflects the greatest of what I am, rather than the shadow of me that moves about through the world and that others have come to rely upon. I'm scared of change. I'm scared to rock the boat. I'm scared to be on my own after so long. And I can't just come rushing to you. There's baggage I need to unpack and leave behind so that we can start fresh. There are so many miles between where I am now, what I need to become, and where a new opportunity for us begins. And I feel so stupid for wasting time in this situation. We should be further along the road to our happiness by now. And I thank you for freeing yourself and growing anyway, despite the urge to wait behind and to stand still in time in the hopes that I might awaken myself and we would walk together forward. That was the original plan. It was supposed to be our intersection, our union, our path forward. And you've had to go it alone. I'm just an anchor to a version of you that no longer exists. And I feel left behind. And I feel a little resentful. And I know so much of this is of my own doing. And there's some greater balancing that needs to take place. I know I'm not completely the villain in this circumstance. I know I'm not that powerful. If this love could be so monumental, then surely there are forces larger than the two of us who have a say in how things have played out. And from this place of distance, where we are still connected, soul to soul, I have a feeling that there's necessary evolution which needed to take place, which we could not otherwise have accomplished if we had taken those steps together and continued on that path in a conjoined manner way back when. And that's a small consolation that helps to ease the burden of frustration I have inside for the mistakes I've made in this situation. It's for a bigger purpose. You're making the most of it, and so shall I. I know I feel far behind you, and you look around and nothing has changed. But just know your impact upon me, the light that you represent, it has not faded. I would follow you anywhere, in my own way, but no longer in my own sweet time. I'm through waiting around for the perfect moment. I'm making my plans and preparations in secret and silent ways. I'm preparing the getaway car as we speak, in which I will launch my great escape from everything I have known up till now. And where I might land on the other side of this jumping off point, it's a mystery. But I have to take the first steps. I can't stand this feeling of connectedness to you, and yet I look around and all I see are shades and shadows of the life I should be living. You are everything to me in so many ways, and I have so much more yet to become before I can give you the pieces of me worthy of your consideration. Please continue to press forward and to do your best not to worry, to trust that I will meet up with you further down the road. Try to release yourself from the grip of time, although I know that's hard. You have so many things you want to accomplish, dreams we should be experiencing together. But know this: whatever the hour may be, there is time left for us. This is a never say never kind of scenario. And even if it's just a few breaths that we have left to us to exchange with one another eye to eye in full understanding and loving trust, then that gift of an instant, for me at least, will make all of this suffering and turmoil worth it in the end. So those are your messages. I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got E, R, X, W, P, M, L, Q, O, and U. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of pick-a-cards and general energy readings related to subjects such as spirituality, ascension, wellness, and self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support over there as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well. Hi, Group 4. You chose the Flower Agate Star. So I'm just going to be using oracle cards for this reading, so I'll pull a few of them and use that as the structure and framework for the channeling, and then I will dig into the deeper energy surrounding that. So what does your person want you to know right now from their higher self? So we have thought, divine timing, compassion, centering, transition, and new beginnings. Have mercy on me, please. I did not know in the past who you are to me. The gravity and weight of this connection. The sense of anguish and perpetual longing that would follow me around and cloak me in the wake of my departure from your reality. The signs were all around me, and yet I feigned ignorance. What must you think of me? It's hard at times for me to look myself in the mirror, knowing how I treated you and how I squandered the blessing of the love you had to give. I dream about a bold return to your life, and yet I'm filled with a sense of poverty at the thought of what remains that I have to give you. What shreds of truth might cause you to soften your heart and allow me access once again. I feel that I've missed the boat in this situation, and the errors, some knowingly, some unknowingly, have come at a great cost to the probability of what we might still develop into in time. And maybe that's my fate as a result of these decisions and this blindness, to only just now be shown at this place when I'm far from you. The true nature of your essence and how you are the mirror image of everything I have been looking for the whole time. You came to me in an uncommon package, and I'm sorry that that was the focus, that is what I judged your merit by in the past. That I looked on what you had to offer, and I thought to myself, this isn't enough. This isn't my everything. Well, that was far from the truth. And I have been proven wrong. Most definitely. And that reality is painful. It sits heavy within me, and I lack the strength to leave that realization behind. I am chained to it. It is my companion. And you hold the key to my release, but a part of me fears that you might withhold that from me. More of my fate, I suppose, to wonder and to never know, at least not at this part. I'm in a dark place, and in the present moment, I can't see my way out. My eyes are downcast, and my thoughts are on worst-case scenarios and squandered opportunities. And still, I feel these rays of beauty and love emanating from your memory, within and without. And somehow, after everything that has happened, all that should have taken place and didn't, you still love me and you hold me in a loving place, and it's more than I can do for myself at this time. And I judged you and the way in which you show love. I misconstrued your giving nature as depleting that substance from yourself, when it is I who have been empty for so long. I am the one starved of love of self. And I projected upon you that your giving nature was somehow blasphemy, that it was wrong, that you were incorrect in your expression. And here in this place, in this kingdom of rock bottom, that perpetual love that pours forth from you even without trying, it has reached me, and I see that what I had been judging as a form of escapism or a lack of knowing your own worth in the past, it was just my lack of perception of the essence of who you are. Without meaning to, and so beautifully, you are love itself. You are radiant. Shame on me for ever trying to make you feel any less than perfect, exactly as you are. So those are your messages. I'm going to get some initials, and this can be a first, middle, or last name, or it could spell something out, just whatever resonates for you. Okay, we've got E, X, K, B, V, R, Y, F, and O. So those are your messages. I hope that they resonated with you and that you enjoyed the reading. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, subscribe, or share. If you'd like a personal reading, I offer them through my Etsy shop, and there's a link in the description box of the video for that. I offer a variety of pre-recorded video readings, written readings, and channeled letters. Turnaround time on everything is 5 to 7 days from the time of purchase. I also sell handmade jewelry, dream catchers, and sun catchers if you're interested in checking any of that out as well. And I've launched a second channel here on YouTube, which is called Lady of the Dawn Tarot. There's a link in the description box as well as in the channel section of my page for that. The format over there consists of pick-a-cards and general energy readings related to subjects such as spirituality, ascension, wellness, and self-love. So if any of that sounds interesting, I invite you to check that channel out. I thank you for your support there as well as for your continued support here on this channel. I hope to see you again in another reading. Please take care and be well.